Welcome to Renovation Inspiration. I'm Lori Dennis, and in case you're just tuning in, here's what you've missed. We just bought this green monster.
3,600 square foot, 5-bedroom home. We're gonna turn into a 3-unit rental.
We had the biggest, baddest, ugliest, tallest house on the block.
I have to look and see. I don't think what you're saying is how I want it. We gotta kill this curtain and put in glass.
We wanted the bathrooms to feel fresh and bright, and it's extremely difficult to do that in a bathroom with no natural light.
In the first floor bathroom, which also doubles as a powder room,
There's no ventilation, they smelled really bad.
The tub was disgusting, the tile was awful.
I am just gonna rip everything out of here.
So we are done with a bathroom demo. We got the tub out, we got all the tile off the floor, the concrete. The actual framing is in relatively good condition. However, what we discovered is that there are no floor joists under the tub. I don't know what was holding the tub. So you never know what you're gonna get. Big tip in construction, account for some extra. Keep a contingency budget. Don't use it on anything except your contingency. And if at the end of the job you have money left, go on vacation.
Okay, not a lot's going on in the bathroom.
The materials we ordered for the walls were these composite shower walls that were supposed to be super slick and interesting. It's been a huge delay getting those fiberglass walls. There's no guarantee when it's coming, so I say we should go with tile.
Here's a tip. If the vendor doesn't know when your material is going to come and it's on back order and they tell you more than twice a new date, get a new material. It probably means it's not going to show up for a long time, which is going to stall out your project, costing you time and money.
My biggest tip for a bathroom that has no windows is get great ventilation. Install a great ventilation fan.
One of the most important things we did in this space was to have a glass pendant that hangs in front of a mirror. And then we also installed a glass shower panel. The three of them together help to bounce more light off in the space, and it really brightens it up because there's no windows in here.
When we walked in this kitchen, we knew we had a diamond in the rough because there was so much square footage, and people love to gather in the kitchen and they need space. But what we didn't like was how dark, dingy all the fixtures looked.
The lighting in this kitchen right now is really insufficient. It's really drab and really dark. I'm going to apply my 3 rules when it comes to lighting, which is task, ambient, and accent. I'm going to put some fantastic under-counter lighting here so we have an ambient glow. We'll have task lighting over the breakfast table so you can see what you're eating. And my favorite, accent lighting, we're gonna highlight these spaces here with some gorgeous accessory lighting pieces that are really gonna light this room up and make it feel fantastic. Come on inside, let's see what's progressed inside of the big green monster. So there's good news and bad news in the kitchen. We've ripped out the floors and the backsplash, and I am loving how it's looking, but there's water damage on the floor.
The whole drywall is wet. The floor is wet. The plywood is completely eaten, and there's a huge hole that you can literally fall through into the crawl space.
I'm a pro, and I didn't even see this coming. But when you rip up walls and floors, be prepared for the worst. What a difference a can of white paint makes! And the hole's gone.
Yep, we're super solid. The refrigerator is not going down into the crawl space. If I had a choice, I would completely remove the island. Super spacious, there's a lot of room to work, it looks nice.
The island was definitely going to stay. People love gathering around that space in the kitchen.
Lori wanted an island, that's that.
When you're doing a design project or a renovation, it's important to be inspired everywhere you go. I found my inspiration for the kitchen at the Century City Mall, of all places. It had a beautiful bathroom that had the exact same countertop. They paired it with some Moroccan tile, and it looked like $1 billion.
What a difference. When you paint these cabinets white, the beadboard just popped right off, and it really gave it the coastal look that we were going for. It was such a bonus to be able to keep these counters, not have to rip them out and spend the money.
And you all know I love lighting as the jewelry of the home. and we added some bling in here with these ceiling mounted pendants.
We have something that is completely non-traditional because you have two main light fixtures and a fan as opposed to a bunch of zit lights on the ceiling. 2 thumbs up for Lamps Plus. They give you most of their fixtures, if not all of them, with light bulbs. When we just walked into the house, the first thing you see is the living room and the dining room, and it's just a long space that is dark, very low, and it created the feel of a dungeon.
So what I wanted to do in the space was brighten it up.
We're gonna remove these curtains and replace all of the windows.
Isn't it so much better with a white paint and a new window? There's so much more light.
And it's got consistent materials throughout. One of the most important things we did was to install these wide plank French floors. Something very simple that we did that had a lot of impact in the space was changing the baseboards from the low profile, old-fashioned looking baseboards to modern, contemporary, mitered edge, taller baseboards.
It allowed the space to lose the low feeling, and it felt much more open and illuminated.
We replaced the ceiling fan that was old, dated, and ugly with this really cool contemporary fan. It moves the air around and it gives us a little pop of light here. You know what I love now? Opening up the curtains and seeing no grids and this beautiful front yard. Well, here's bedroom 1 on the first floor, and as you can see, we kept it very consistent with the rest of the house. We wanted the house to be white and consistent throughout so that it would appeal to all people who want to rent. And one of the things that we did in here, which is a great tip for homeowners who don't want to spend a lot of money replacing doors, is just go ahead and get some new hardware, and it just makes the door look so updated. And then another tip is on the closets. We didn't want to put those accordion doors which break and we're going to get phone calls from renters, so we put these really beautiful drapery panels in here, and what I like so much about them is that they can open all the way and they didn't cost us a lot of money. A lot of style, not a lot of money. Way to go on a rental.
We've got lots more to do on this project, so be sure to tune in to our next episode and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.